Hey guys. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No matter when you may catch this particular replay, but if you're catching me live, hey guys, happy to have you guys in the room where it happens. Um, Today's topic is one that I was like, I feel like we now is a good time to kind of hit on it and talk about it. And it's that prep for Prime Day, right? So we're looking at Black Friday product prep call, right? Product prep. And that hits on a couple different things. That hits on how we're going to get the product, how we are taking care of creating the content with the products, and also what we're doing with the product afterwards. Are we keeping the product or no? Um, it's an interesting discussion. I will say, I will suggest something that I just did, and it's one of the USB storage things. So depending on what kind of content you're putting up, or um how am I going to word this? Depending on how much content you put up that's just holiday related, I would suggest having a separate storage just for that holiday content, so you can put it to the side and then pick it back up when before the next holiday runs around, in case you need. And like, you can record a bunch of content for products and then put it to the side, and then you'll have content to be able to upload, over time, as long as that product is still on Amazon. So that is just a little hint, a little tip, a little hack, is to have a separate USB or separate thing that you are just having um, just holiday content on. And here's the thing. Here's why I said that. The holiday content can be your Christmas content, your Thanksgiving content. It can be Mother's and Father's Day content, but it can be stuff that's just for those holidays and special occasions. And then you'll be able to have it separate from your other content. So your other content can be, stuff that you're using on a regular basis, but that holiday content, okay, we're a couple months out from Black Friday. Now would be the time you would go through that holiday content and say, do I have any new pieces of content that I can upload? And if so, let's get that out there. So that's just a little hack, a little tidbit that I want to give you guys. I appreciate you guys spending time listening to the replay. I appreciate you guys spending time coming to the Friday calls. Listen, we appreciate AHUD giving us the space and the opportunity to be able to learn and teach on the platform, because guess what? You have other communities where it's more about you just paying for something than about you actually learning something that you can take and utilize towards, you being a success in the program. So I just wanted to put that out there first, because I've seen so many people like kind of get scrambled and not really know where to start, or know how to have all this content, and then you got to go back through things. It's okay to kind of put some things aside and kind of have space for certain things, because trust me, I have over 2,000 videos, over 2,000 on Amazon so far. And that's with me deleting hundreds over the time that I've been in the program. So there would probably be even more. There would be probably over 3,000 if I had not deleted the ones that were products that were no longer on Amazon. So having a backup of your content is important, but also being a little more organized in how you can get to that content is important as well. So, okay, that part. All right, let's get started. So, today is going to be all about just locking in early. I know some of you are looking and going, Altovise, do you not know that it is still October? We're not even in November yet. Yes, this is actually the perfect time if you are going to create holiday specific product videos and content that you want to have before Black Friday. So this is the time where you're going to want to get things like wreath storage, gift wrap storage. This is the time where you want to go and get ornament storage. You'll see that there are a lot of campaigns that came up for ornaments. This is the time where if you're somebody who can do, if you have a Cricut or you have, what's the other brand? There's another brand that does um, sublimation and things like that. If you have things like that, now's the time. Silhouette, exactly. If you have products like those, now's the time for you to go and do content for the tumblers. Now's the time for you to go get content for like blank ornaments that people can decorate on their own as gifts. Now is the time for you to get those things, create those things, so that way it's already up and in place for Black Friday. You do not want to wait until November because, man, all heck breaks loose in November. Here's the other reason. Here's one of the reasons why now is the time for you to do it. People often say before a holiday event, they always see sales drop to the point where you'll see a lot of people who will have negative sales those couple days before a major event. The week before, they'll have 0 days or they'll have negative days. It's because they have not put content up early enough that people are actually looking for during that time. And so the stuff you have available is not what people are looking for right before that holiday event. So here's where that comes into play. So you have the stuff like that where you can do DIY projects. You also have, what are the regular things that people need? They still need trash bags, paper plates, plasticware. They still need dishwashing liquid. They still need stuff for the washing machine, stuff to clean the home, stuff that they still need those things. They may not be buying the bigger items like a vacuum, but if they're old school and have an old school vacuum, they need vacuum bags. If they are somebody who is who cleans often, they need wipes. So things like that, you're going to want to do videos for stuff like that. So your toilet paper, your paper towels. And I know most times when we think about creating content that's going to be preparing for Black Friday, immediately we're like, oh, we want to do big ticket items. But guess what? The big ticket items may be what they buy on Black Friday, but the days leading up to Black Friday, they may not be buying big ticket items. They're going to buy the stuff that they already need. They're going to buy the toothpaste. They're buying floss. They're buying mouthwash, you guys, because that's what they need on a regular basis, especially with everything that's been going on with the economy. Those are things that are going to be really important. So when we think about preparing for Black Friday, don't just think about the big ticket items that people are going to go after. Also think about what are the regular everyday products that people are still going to buy. Exactly. Toilet paper. What are the things people are going to buy regardless of the sale? With that being said, think about the content that you have right now. Think about the things that you use in your home to clean with. Think about the things that you use in your home to do your laundry. Think about the things you use when you eat. Do you have content that you've already created for those things? If you do, can you create new content for them? If you don't, these should be on your list of things that you're creating content for in preparation for Black Friday. And I know many people will be like, oh, no, I don't think I should do a video for paper towels. Why not? Even if the percentage is not a high percentage, if it's something that sells consistently, that's going to be a win for you, as opposed to you just going and fighting for something that's a popular big ticket item and you only get one sale. I have products that sell that sell weekly. I have products that sell every couple weeks. I'll see somebody bought it. Put yourself in position. Remember, we talked about this a little while back. What are those evergreen products that you can create content for that, again, put you in a space? So when people are saying, I'm not going to spend as much money because I'm waiting for Black Friday, but I still need toothpaste, do you have videos for that toothpaste? Let me go back a little bit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, great idea. Hidden gem. I never thought to store content on a USB drive. My brain always went to hard drives as are necessary. So here's the thing with the, I'll go back to that really quickly too, Stephanie, because when I thought about the hard drives, all my bigger things, I mean, the majority of the content, put it on a hard drive. But if you're doing something and it's just holiday stuff, I say do a USB, simply because I can put one USB and just have all the holiday stuff on there and put it to the side, and I don't have to worry about having extra stuff to scroll through. Unless you're somebody that's really organized. Now, if you're one of those C's, and y'all know what I mean when I say a C, those people that are really detail oriented, that do lists, they got it broken down. They got a folder inside of a folder, inside of a folder, next to the other folder. If you're somebody like that, then you can technically probably do it that way and go ahead and kind of organize things. But again, I'm already at the point where I'm over 2000. I'm not going back to all that stuff. Especially because in the beginning, when you downloaded your videos, it did not have a title unless you put a title on it. And so there's some things I have that have a title, some that don't. That can, it, listen, once you get started, at some point you're just like, never mind. It'll just be what it is. Exactly. Best info out there. This is all free and best info out there. Preach. Amen, sis. I'm getting there. Good. Silhouette. Yep. Oh, yes. HTV Ron. That's probably not how you say that. um, that part. And there are some brands on Creator Connections that do the DIY. If you do, what's it called? I was just about to say paper printing, and that is just not, that's not what it's called. The laser printer. Oh my goodness, why did I just draw a blank? Um the laser printer. uh if you're doing stuff like that, now's the time for you to get again the supplies that you need for stuff like that. If you have a Cricut, all of those, now's the time to get those supplies and do videos for the supplies just as much as you do videos for the actual stuff you're making or the actual big unit itself. um Michelle said I did one video for some small bathroom trash bags, and then I started getting trash bags in my sales. Exactly. And remember, they may see the video and still buy something else, and it still credits to you. So now I've started doing more and getting all kinds of trash bags in my sales. Exactly. When I talk about toilet paper, I show how big it is, how it feels, softness, etc. Um, our family's preference, and what the kids think. Mm-hmm. And Catherine asked the question in the comments, you guys, what do you put in a video for toilet paper? I put also how strong it is. And here's the thing. Now, I used to laugh because we always heard about 2-ply toilet paper, and it was never a second thought to me. Like, we always had two-ply toilet paper. And then I had 1-ply toilet paper one time in my life, and I said, never again. Who made this? why would y'all why would you set people up for this type of failure? I don't. You said I only use 2-ply. I said, why would you set people up for this type of failure? But single-ply toilet paper is still a thing. You can do, if a brand has 2-ply and single-ply, you can do a comparison. There's a couple different things you can do with it, but yeah, that part. And remember, there are placements for photos and even videos that aren't just on carousels. Exactly. So if you do a pretty setup with your toilet paper or any number of things, cleaning supplies, Dawn, y'all know Dawn is a very, very popular one. 3D printer. Thank you, Stephanie. I kept saying in my head going paper printer. And that is just not the name. 3D printer, that part. Yes. They get shown all around the Amazon platform. Great for duplicate content. You don't always need a second video, but a third photo isn't necessarily a waste of time. Exactly. And somebody just shared in one of the groups how one of their photos had like 20 something thousand views on it. So again, it depends on what you're doing. You're already doing a video for it. Snap a few photos while you're doing the video. I just saw the new media list for our storefronts. Might be great to do the kid holiday movies. Oh, that would be great. That's another thing because again, with us now seeing them back to sending out physical books, you can go and make those lists. You can definitely go and make those lists. And create your idea list, create your curated list. If you're doing Binnable, if you're doing Pinterest, great time for you to go ahead and kind of set that up as well. Liz put it in the comments for you guys. Thank you for sharing that, Liz. Mm-hmm. So in the comments, she shared a screenshot of the create media list. So definitely go and check that out. Great for holiday movies, Lifetime movies, Hallmark movies, especially this time of year. You know, the Hallmark movies is a thing. Single ply is for wrapping houses. I will neither confirm nor deny if I've ever used toilet paper in that way because this is recorded. I will neither confirm nor deny. But you got something there. You definitely got something there. All right. So we talked about choosing evergreen products. Very important, especially now more than ever. And being in a space where you can get access to more products is amazing. We are here on the Logi platform. We have access to Ahud. I know he seems mysterious because all you do is see his picture when we're on Zoom, but I promise you he is a real person. I promise you he is. And not only is he a real person, he does a lot of work behind the scenes, working with, connecting with brands. So that way we have the opportunity, we have the opportunity to be able to get products, but also get access to things, again, that could potentially work for our good. I'll give an example. Logi recently had new brands come onto the platform. For our men, we love y'all. We do. There's some things on there for you guys. I saw that there was a razor on there for those of you with your beards and whatnot. You know, all of that was on there. Ladies, there's some things when it comes to clothes, scarves. Um, Also, men and women, there are fitness, so many different fitness products on there. From supplements to sea moss gel to also actual exercise equipment. There's a couple different brands for you to look through and to see what they have going on. So if you're not doing it, make sure you are checking the Logi site at least once a week to kind of see what they have going on, because some of these things, again, because we're so far out, you have enough time to make investments and stuff if you want to purchase it and create the content that way, or you have enough time to be able to say, hey, dot 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 dot, you might want to do a post in the group and say, hey, I'm creating some content around this. Ahud, if you have a product that may fit in this category, think of me. You can do that in the group. Send it, post it in the group. But also listen, you may see something and say, hey, I'm not somebody that does this particular category, but somebody else in here may do this category. I just wanted to post it to see if somebody may be interested. I've had brands reach out or vendors reach out about different products, and I've said, I don't do that particular product, but you know what? I'm going to go and pass you off or connect you with this other person, and it may work for them. So going and checking Logi once a week, seeing if there's products that you want, that you can invest in, for you to be able to create content for, reaching out and saying, if you're, again, it's a category that you're interested in, and say, hey, Ahud, if you have something in this particular category, could you kind of, be on the lookout. Look, oh, that's fancy, Lane. Lane said, does anyone use 3-ply? That's fancy. I've seen 3-ply. I feel like everything that I typically see is 2, like automatic, to the point at one point I was like, do they even sell it? 10-ply would definitely be a reason to call the plumber. At that point, just get in the shower. Just get in the shower. At that point, I gotta watch my words because we're recording. We're recording. I was about to say, just take the rest of your clothes off and get in the shower. Just get in the shower. Yeah. At that point, just use a rag. It's a done deal. Exactly. You can cover your assets with that. Exactly. Like, yeah, at that point, you just might want to get in the shower. It'll take a little longer, but it'll be for your benefit. I promise. It will. Michelle said, I need to be sent some Jessica Simpson ASAP. That part. Listen. Oh. That part. Stephanie made a good point. And this is another reason we're going to step on this. Well, yeah, tap on it a little bit. Stephanie said, you have an offsite. If you sell a few, it'll help convince the algorithm that you should be sent a sample. Hint, 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 hint. You have idea list. You have binnable list. You have Pinterest. So even if you don't have a blog, you can do a blog as well. Remember, we're on a platform that opens up opportunity for us. He's given you the insight on how to handle it. Create it and make sure that you put that link for that particular list. If it's off of Amazon, for that particular link that you shared, make sure that you go back to Logi and upload that so they know that content has been created.
Altovise, that is a question I've had for a while because I don't know how to share my offsite. Like if I do a blog post, and I actually have done this, and I include some of the little pins and whatnot, I don't know how to show Logi that I did that.
Awesome. Okay, so Ahud, are you able to share it from your screen? Because I'm on my phone. Let me know if you're able to share the process of them being able to add content link.
I'm on my phone too, but let me try to see if I can. I'm not sure I'll be able to log in from my computer just because my Zoom is giving me a hard time. I tried.
You broke it.
I did break it. I did. I'm not sure why I broke it, but trying to connect. Let's try to join. And okay, let's see. I think that I'm on my computer. I think that it worked this time. So okay. Let me.
Okay, well, I'll keep going, and then you tap in when